Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Pisces, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link and my official Instagram, both listed in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Pisces, I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one for the overall energy will be from the Human Spirit Oracle, and the tarot portion of your reading will be from the Good Tarot. At the end, I will pull a trinket from the trinket bowl to just get a last second message from Spirit. Cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Pisces. Angels, spirits, guides, thank you. Number 35, which reduces to an 8. 8 corresponds to the Strength card of the Major Arcana. That's Leo energy. You could be dealing with a Leo or have Leo placements in your chart. And the card that you got is No Strings Attached. No strings attached. First of all, the way that she has the scissors is very dubious. It's very uncomfortable. It looks uncomfortable. It feels uncomfortable. Everything about it is uncomfortable. But then she has the spools of thread here, which I think is amazing because it reminds me of the artwork of Joseph Cornell, who is one of my favorite artists of all time. He was a shadow box artist. He used a lot of bricolage, found objects, collage. I'm also getting, weirdly, these are supposed to be scissor blades, right, coming here. But it reminds me of the Statue of Liberty, like the fanning out of her crown. You could be from New York. You could be from Staten Island, New York. Take it as it resonates, but I feel very strongly about the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty was gifted from France. You could be French. No, the idea of no strings attached. It's like we have no connection. We have no. It's funny because Colette Baron Reed, the author and illustrator of this deck, she has a cord cutting meditation, a 5-minute cord cutting meditation that I literally send to everyone who has ever been interested in cord cutting. It's 5 minutes. If you don't have 5 minutes for yourself, what are you doing? And I mean that wholeheartedly, no matter how busy you are. 5 minutes to cut cords with energies that are pulling on you, it's worth it. And that's what I feel here. And so for some reason, Spirit wants me to bring up that meditation. It's on YouTube, Colette Baron Reed, cord cutting meditation. I've listened to that meditation so many times, I feel like I could cite it verbatim. But she talks about the sticky energy that links you and that other person that you want to cut cords with. The sticky energy. And I feel as though Pisces is saying, no more. I'm no longer entertaining any connections that feel disingenuous. It's very funny, too. You might have a close connection with a Cancer. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Or you might have Cancer in your chart. I'm a Pisces moon and a Cancer sun. So you might have a connection like that in your chart, or this is a person that is like in your corner. this Cancer. The reason I'm saying that is because I'm looking at this shell shape here, and for the Cancer reading that I did not even 5 minutes ago that I finished, I pulled this shape for Cancer. And here it is showing up in your reading. The odds of that, first of all, I have not pulled any trinkets from this jar on this channel, I want to say in like 2 years. So the fact that the very first trinket I pulled in that period of time now shows up in the cover card for Pisces, it's not a coincidence, okay? So I just want to put that out there. Spirit is pointing that out to me. You could be dealing with a Cancer. But I think that it's really important for you right now to recognize who it is that you're breaking ties with. And I also want to point out that just because we cut cords with people doesn't mean we stop talking to them. I cut cords with everyone in my life. I cut cords with everybody. Everybody that I possibly can. Because it's simply a matter of I return your energy back to you and I take my energy back. Now, if you want to cut somebody out completely, that's your prerogative. But when we talk about cutting cords, we're not always talking about we're never speaking to that person again. It's not about that. It's about returning our energy back to us in a healed state. Because sometimes there are these paths that we fall down with people where we become codependent or entangled with them in a karmic way, and it's not healthy. And we feel that it's not healthy. Sometimes we also feel powerless to do anything about it, but you are empowered. Look at how big these scissors are that you're holding. But Spirit just gave it to me. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. That saying, don't cut off your nose to spite your face. Don't cut the branch that you're standing on. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. All those are very important to remember too. So it's a little bit of a cautionary message, because if this has to do with like an authority figure in your life, first of all, you're an autonomous being and can do what you want. However, you want to be smart about it. And if I know Pisces, all of them are brilliant, but sometimes your brilliance can go into an extreme, right? So just temper everything. I want to take the middle path. Okay. I'm gonna pull 3 cards, past, present, and future. I'm only taking uprights. Yeah, see, I just want to show you the past energy, 8 of Cups, 8 of Water. That's walking away. If there ever was a synchronicity for this card right here, it's this one. So we'll get to it in a minute. Past, present, future, only taking uprights. This is for Pisces. 2 more cards, please, for Pisces. This is for Pisces. One more for Pisces. Thank you. All right. 3 cards out on the table. 2 of them water, 1 of them earth. 8 of Water, 8 of Cups. Walking away from a situation that no longer serves your best and highest good. The tricky thing about the 8 of Water is that sometimes we don't know what we're walking towards. We just know that we need to walk away. So for some, and this is not me telling you to do this, and I want to be very clear about that, you are responsible for your own actions. But for some of you might be walking away from a job. And you might not have anything to go to as of yet, but you know you can't stay in the place that you're in right now. I don't recommend that just as a human being, because being broke is not great, and you want to walk into another situation where you can support yourself. However, should you deal with any kind of abusive, toxic environments? Absolutely not. Do what is best for you. Do what your heart and your instinct, your intuition, your internal guidance system tell you to do. The cards here show me that you walked away from something, even if it was just in your mind, in the past energy, looking towards the water, towards something that could be considered a way out with this ship. Taking what you've garnered with you with that treasure chest. I think it's interesting. The cloak that this character is wearing is adorned with a very big crystal or jewel back here. I don't know why I keep looking at that. You know what it reminds me of? Okay, going down a little bit of a tangent, but Spirit is leading me down that tangent. It reminds me of Iron Man. Iron Man had, like, I don't know, fake heart because he got stabbed in one of the movies, and the first Iron Man, I guess. And then he had to have, like, a bionic heart. I don't know what it's called. I like those movies, but don't ask me. So it reminds me of that. But who played that character? Robert Downey Jr. So I saw some thing on my Instagram feed. I don't know why this popped up, talking about how Robert Downey Jr. was addicted to drugs or alcohol or something when he was really young, like 8-10 years old. I think he had a history in his family. I don't even know. You know, you can read about Robert Downey Jr. It's not necessarily about Robert Downey Jr., but it's about kind of what he represents, which is he was the comeback kid. He has always been talented. He kind of plays the same character, but it's like that character has charm and is kind of weirdly lovable. Even if he's being a jerk, there's something weirdly lovable. He's like a roguish character that he plays, but he's a good actor. And in Hollywood, he was known. He went into rehab. He committed some crime. He just was down a bad path, but he bounced back. People can bounce back. People bounce back every day, and sometimes it's harder than others. Harder for others to bounce back, but they do. We could look at it as karma. We could look at it as life lessons. He had to really cut a lot of cords, so many cords, to be able to bounce back. But he knew that he had to walk away, or else he was going to lose it all. And that's all of that is wrapped up in this. Take it as it resonates. Let me pull a card of clarifier for the 8 of Water. This is for Pisces. It's not a job, it's a person. If it's not a person, it's a mentality. 5 of Earth, 5 of Pentacles, right? This idea with the 5 of Pentacles in the traditional sense that we've been shut out, we've been left out in the cold and alienated and isolated. And you know what? If anybody would do that to us, good riddance to them. You didn't need them anyway, Pisces. You didn't need that. Look at how beautiful you are. You're like an extension of the trees. And if you know anything about me from this channel, I love the trees. I am always talking about go touch a tree, go hug a tree, go talk to a tree. In this card, you're one with nature. Who would shut that out? Some people would. Some people would abuse the environment. It might have hurt in the moment, in the past. You didn't need them anyway, and you're walking away from it. Very good. I feel very like, you know, I don't know what that is, but I feel very adamant about that. Isn't that funny? Sneaking out. I never noticed that before. You see what's behind the Five of Earth? It's a little sleepy fox. And now foxes are adorable. And maybe they get a bad rap in human circumstances because humans always see foxes as sly, as sneaky. And here he is hiding behind the Five. Got a very specific message. Did somebody use you as a scapegoat? Because I see this fox kind of hiding amongst the brush and the bramble. It's almost like somebody used you for cover, to be their cover. Somebody scapegoat you. Ooh, how dare they? How dare they? I can see why you would be in this energy. But again, don't cut your nose to spite your face. Don't be cutting anybody. We're talking energetically here. Energetically. I also want to remind you, because I've had to remind several people in the past week, we do not wish karma on other people. Karma takes care of itself. You start wishing karma on other people, that's just going to bounce right back to you like a boomerang. We don't want that. You just say, Spirit, you handle it and protect me. That's where it ends. You protect me, Spirit. You handle whatever mess that is over there. I trust you're going to handle that. And I'm not going to concern myself with it anymore. Okay, just felt like I needed to say that. In the present energy for Pisces, what do we have here? Three of Earth. Beautiful card. Three of Earth talks about collaborating with Spirit. Co-creating. It's like putting all of our best ideas together and running it by Spirit. Just seeing like, okay, Spirit, I got this great idea. Can you help me receive the inspiration that I need to execute that idea? Can you bring people into my life that can provide me channeled messages through their everyday, through their experience, that can help guide me to the success I'm looking for in whatever arena you're thinking about? But specifically asking Spirit for that help. That is what the Three of Pentacles is all about. And that's where you are at the moment. I've left this mess behind. Good riddance. Fantastic. And now I want to build something new for myself, but I need a little bit of help. I need a little bit of divine help specifically. So Spirit, can you provide some guidance? Let's get a clarifier for the Three of Earth. Look at that. Look at that, Pisces. When I told you that there was some Cancer in your life, if there's some Cancer in your life that is your bestie or whatever, here they are, Queen of Water, Cancer energy. You're looking to co-create. You're co-creating with Spirit, and you're co-creating with somebody who you trust, somebody who has empathy and compassion and care and love for you. This is someone outside of you. It's not to say that you're not all these things as well. I think you're probably this for this person as well. But there's somebody in your midst that is just there. It's like your ride or die buddy. Queen of Water is generous with their love. They have the cup of their love is overflowing, and they want to pour into your cup. And it's quite beautiful, and it's quite calm too. See how calm that face is? There's no drama there. There's no envy there. It's just like peaceful. It's beautiful, Pisces. in the future potential. Six of Water, Six of Cups. Six of Cups can sometimes talk about, oh wait, before I get to that, okay, there's a lot of things happening. The Spirit just said between a rock and a hard place. Lots of idioms, lots of expressions coming through in this reading. When we're caught between a rock and a hard place, it's like a little bit of damned if you do, damned if you don't, sometimes. But I want to point out, you see, very carefully, look at this character here. The reflection is almost like the younger version of this character. It's not, it's like a reflection into the past. You could be doing some scrying, looking into a bowl or a body of water for messages. If you're Pisces, then I don't doubt that you have that ability. Six of Water, looking back to the past with fondness. Looking back with rose-tinted glasses. There's a reader on YouTube. Her channel is called Higher Source Tarot. And when she talks about the Six of Cups, she says, you can look back to the past, but you shouldn't stare. And it's difficult for a water sign. I'm Cancer Suns and Pisces Moon, so it's like I'm always looking back to the past. I'm always thinking about things. But we can't go back in time. Energetically speaking, you could go back in time and you could heal some things, like in your heart, in your mind's eye. But you can't necessarily change that. You can change what you do from this moment forward. So Spirit wants you to really, it's like there's a lesson from your past that still needs to be ironed out. It still needs to be taken into consideration. We haven't quite let go of some aspect of the past that seems to make an appearance every once in a while. And I have a feeling it has to do with this Five of Pentacles. That sense of being left out in the cold. That sense of being accepted into certain circles or certain society. Where does that feeling come from? And how can we heal it? I think the first step is to look at it and identify it. Identify the source. When was the very first time you ever felt shut out by a group of people or a situation? For me, it probably had to do with some kind of pettiness between friend groups in elementary school. That's for sure. Or not being chosen in PE class, physical education class, because nobody thought that I would be good at any kind of sports things. Like situations like that from when I was very little. I mean, I was like 5. Because I was shy, I was not a leader at that time. Because, I mean, there are some kids that are leaders at 5. I was not one of them. So that's just an example, right? Look at the last time when you felt that feeling of being shut out of something. And can you look back at it and reframe it in a different way? Can I get a clarifier? Thank you. 2 cards flipped out. I'm going to take them both. Oh, 3 cards, excuse me. Oh, wow. Thank you, Spirit. Queen of Air, Queen of Swords. This card is, I have a feeling like she's going to be really heavy in this series of readings. because she just wants to be front and center. Queen of Air is somebody who's very discerning, sarcastic, really understands the truth of things, very mature, can sometimes be cold, calculating. 3 of Water, this is a card of celebration, clinking glasses, getting together with people, breaking bread. And then you got number 1 of the Major Arcana. Your first Major Arcana of the reading, the Magician, the Master Manifester, the power of all 4 suits of the Tarot, the as above, so below card. What you can see in your mind, you can have in your hand. Power of intention and manifestation. It's in your midst right now. And the future potential. Spirit really wants you to not spend too much time looking at the past. There's work to be done. And in order to do that, we have to look ahead. I'm gonna pull a trinket. I'm not gonna look at them. I'm gonna pull a trinket from the bowl. One last message from Spirit, please. This is, it's like a house at Halloween. It's a haunted house, actually. Show you. There's a pumpkin right here and a little ghost, a moon, a crescent moon. I don't know what that is, but now just because it's a haunted house doesn't mean you have anything to fear. What it shows me is that there's significant energy in your home that I feel as though it would help if you could cut cords with that energy. It's very strange. I feel a little tingle on my knee. I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know if that's like a pet, a passed away pet. I just saw a bee tap the window. This is very strange energies when I pulled this trinket. You know, we share this universe with so many energies, so they're around us all the time. We just want to make sure that our energy and their energy is in alignment. Right? It's about coexisting in a way that is productive. So that feels like a strong message in this idea of cutting cords. Cleanse your energy completely. In fact, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some Palo Santo and I'm going to help you, Pisces. This is for Pisces to cleanse the energy in their etheric field, their aura, and their life. Sending good energy to Pisces. So that's your reading, Pisces. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Pisces.